Good morning and welcome to the show today. I think I'm going to change the name of my show to uh, That Got Me to Thinking. What got me to thinking today was somebody asked me yesterday to explain my marketing process. And my marketing process started probably 1985 when I had my first real company. It was a software company. Anyhow, we would get leads from the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Everybody in the city would get the same leads. And when we got the leads, what happened was everybody sent out their information. And they just sent it out in bulk. Well, I came up with the idea that why wouldn't I send the information out over a series of different times? And so what I did is I sorted the convention leads by type of groups. So if it was a corporate group, I sent them one letter. If it was an association, I sent them another letter. And over the years, what I learned was that by sending each one of these groups information relative to what they were doing, I was able to get a lot more business because they said, oh, we're doing business with you because you understand the convention marketing. You understand the association marketing. Well, now we jump ahead 30 years, and what we have is marketing automation is becoming a key component of a lot of businesses' marketing plans. And one of the things that I've been people have been confused about with me is they think that my emphasis on optimized landing pages is SEO, and it's not. And I'm kind of getting to the point where it's pissing me off that people keep associating me with SEO, and because that's not what I'm about. What I'm about is market segmentation. And I've been about market segmentation since I was ever taught marketing by McDonald's. And McDonald's, the people that buy Big Macs are different than the people that buy salads, and the people that buy large Cokes are different from the people that buy Diet Cokes. And you have to understand that very young as a marketing professional, and you have to embrace it, and you have to go, and you have to figure out how to make it work. Well, when the internet came along, I started to realize that it really wasn't about just throwing your message out there. It was throwing your message out there to the right person. But because the internet was so vast, there really wasn't any way until Google came along to segment that market. And that's the reason why the .com busted, because everybody thought that, well, if they own cars.com, anybody that was interested in cars is going to come to cars.com. Well, they quickly learned that that wasn't the case, and all these uneducated marketing people decided that, oh, if I own cars.com or I own toys.com, I'm going to make $1 million. I had a high school buddy that had that brilliant idea. He owned toys.com, and he thought he was going to be a millionaire. Anyhow, so the process is you research what your audience is, and then and this is my process, but I research what the audience is, and I guess what I think would be the most viable market for them to 10 most viable markets. Then I build those pages, or those what do you want to call them? They're landing pages, but I build them with a purpose that I'm going to try to get people that are looking for this. For example, I have a tanning company that my son works with, and the first page that I built was before and after tans, because it struck me when I did the research that before and after tans. Well, when you type before and after tans into the search query bar, and then you type it into the keywords suggestion toolbar, and then you go and you look it up on Wikipedia, and then all of a sudden you start to see that the reason that before and after tans is important to people is because people that see these orange people and they see these perfectly suntanned people, they want to see what a tan will look like on them. So from a marketing perspective, it's like, okay, well, that makes sense. So I'll build a page that's before and after tanning. Well, that fell by the wayside because it wasn't. I don't know why it fell by the wayside, but because I probably didn't get a chance to explain it thoroughly what I was trying to do. Because then you could have contests, send us your before and after, send us what you look like now. We'll airbrush and show you what you'll look like. There's all kind of marketing tenets that are tangents that it could have gone off on. But so the point is, once you get the those 10 pages, then you have to throw those out there. And the beauty of those 10 pages is because if they're built right, they're only going to people that are interested in your genre, or interested in your industry, or interested in basically what you're doing. And then once you've got those 10 pages, then you can sort through those 10 pages over a period of 30, 60, 90 days and say, okay, these pages are drawing in. Which ones are working on Facebook? Which ones are working on Twitter? Which ones are working on YouTube? Which ones are working on Flickr? All those different components then factor into how you can refine, and you refine and you define and you refine, and you keep on doing that. And what you finally find out is you've zeroed into what your niche is. See, you think your niche is one thing. The audience may think your niche is a totally different thing. So marketing automation is going to be a real good thing for people, but getting prepared and prepared properly for it is going to be a bigger thing for people. Stay tuned.